Okay, hi everyone. So my name is Sad Hazim, and I will tell you guys my experience as a PNB graduate executive trainee. First thing first, I would like to say sorry because my eyes will not always look at the camera because I have these things, my notes, so I will talk to you guys a lot of things. And this video is for anyone who are considering to join the PNB graduate executive trainee, which is their corporate training programs, and also the final year students that will finish their studies soon. Okay, so for the first thing is what is PNB and what you should know about it. So what is PNB? PNB is a Permodalan Nasional Berhad. It is an investment management company, one of the known company in Malaysia. And I joined one of their subsidiaries, which is ASNB, Amanah Saham Nasional Berhad. If you are Malaysian, okay, of course you're Malaysian, you know this company. So what actually a trainee do? From my experience, I was selected into the ASNB Marketing and Branding Department for the first 3 months, and in the middle of the 3 months, there was a restructure in the company, so I have to follow my supervisor into their assigned department, which is Sales Management Department, for my last 4 months. The duration of the program is generally 1 month training and 7 months on the job training, but in some cases you can extend maximum up to 1 year, but depends on your department request and HR approval if maybe there are ongoing project at that time. The next thing is the placement of your department during your training, the job training. I will tell you guys, actually not all trainees will get a placement in Merdeka 118, but they can also be placed at other places, which is SNB branches in other states and also their strategic partner. And regarding the absorption, this is the hard truth. The trainees will not get 100% of guaranteed permanent position after you finish your training. But I have the one stories to tell you. This is from a person that I know in PNB. Okay, from the first person is after they have finished the 7-month training, they got an offer letter, which is a permanent job in PNB right after they finish the trainings. And I think this is what we call luck and rezeki. And there are also other people that joining back the PNB, but after 2 to 3 years. So after maybe this person is they work somewhere else, and maybe they try to get in back into the PNB and they got it. So my advice is, if you want to join this program, please do your best and do networking as much as you can. So this is important for your future. Okay, next is why I applied to PNB GET and who should apply. So my story is actually PNB GET is not my first job after I finished my study, but I actually worked somewhere else before that. When I worked in my first job, I feel empty and there was no spark in my life at that time, and I feel like this is not what I'm gonna doing for the rest of my life. Like it's so freaking disaster, and I hate it so much. Who should apply? Actually, this program is an open-based application, so any background studies can apply to this program. Recruitment and selection process. During my time, there was no assessment, so I just sent an email to them and I got an offer letter, so I don't know how they choose it back then. But right now, they have an assessment, so I will ask my friends that are still in PNB what are the assessment to get into the program. Okay, so how to apply to PNB Graduate Executive Training? First thing first, you have to email them, and you have to make sure you send this of document, which is your resume, your cover letter, your student completion letter, and your academic transcript. Okay, and I also have this one honest tip to you guys. If you target to get into that one certain department, you can maybe change your resume to match that job description. For example, from my experience, my background of studies is corporate administration, and I got into marketing and branding. And this is actually because I changed my resume. I focused more into my job experience before this in the university, which is actually social media, video editing, multimedia, and yeah, I got into the marketing and branding. And I think the same goes with other departments. If you really wanna go into that one department, if you target that department, maybe you can change your resume to match the job description, but please don't create a fake one. I mean your original, your genuine job experience in your resume. And but please bear in mind this is not guaranteed. So you will actually get a placement by the PNB. Anything you can get from them. Training phase experience. So during my time, all trainees are required to undergo an online training. But right now, I think if I'm not mistaken, there are some people that will have online training and certain people will have physical training at Merdeka 118. So it really depends, but I don't know how they choose it. And what are you gonna learn in this 1 month? You will learn a certain subject, which is soft skill, hard skills, and basically a presentation. So I will list down what are the subjects that you're gonna learn in this training. And the speakers and trainers are from external agencies. And I can say that it really depends on the trainers, the pace of the studies, and some trainers are really fast, like you have to do presentation back to back, and some trainers are really realize that you can actually enjoy it. Actual work and exposure, the type of task and job is actually depends on your department and your ongoing project at that time, and it also depends on your supervisor and HOD of what are the job they are going to give to you. But what can I say is the level of pressure is not as high as permanent staff. And trust me, there will be no need to stay back at the office until 9 p.m., 10 p.m. But whatever is it, you still representing the company, especially if you have outside program, if you have program in the other places, you still representing the company, and the other people from other company or public people may not know you are a trainee, so maybe they think you are a staff. So you actually have to know, you actually have to research about their products and what are they doing if you have program or something. From my example for SNB, I have to know all of their products. So this is to help the staff to assist them to help the customers. Work culture at PNB. Working hours is generally 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. But it actually depends once you got into your department. And once you got into your department, you have to know what is your department culture, because some departments are really serious, very corporate. The eyes are so straight into their laptop all the time. And there are also some departments which is, I can give an example, my department, which is marketing, are very loud and their staff are very friendly and very helpful. But this is just nature of the departments. And regarding the work from home, it also depends on some departments. Some trainees can get a work from home, but some trainees do not get a benefit of work from home. And all of this is actually depends on your department. Maybe during your time there will be an internal program in the PNB, so there will be a lot of people in other departments. So I think it's just better for you to mingle with other people when there's event, even inside or outside around the age. So who knows that they could be your future colleague, and you have to take this chance to networking as much as you can. Salary, allowance and benefits. Allowance for diploma is 2,100. Allowance for degree holders 2,300. This includes also an EIS. And you may also get an allowance if you work outside of the working hours, especially weekends, but it actually depends with terms and conditions. Medical benefits are not covered. My biggest lesson from the PNB Graduate Executive Training, I would say that I have no regret at all of joining this program before, and I can say that this is the best phase in my life, as it actually can be my career stepping stone of my next career life. Because there are so many new information, there are new things that you have to learn every day, that you can learn every day, and such as your life skills, you also can learn there. You also can know about the corporate culture and politics. And most important thing is you need to have a good relationship with everyone there. So whenever you finish their studies, you have a good relationship with anyone. And I think this is the end of this video. So if you guys have any question, you can always ask on the comment section, or just hit me a message or DM of any of my social media accounts, and maybe you can give me a suggestion of what are the next type of PNB video after this. Thank you so much.